And welcome back to another brand new episode of This Week in Disney History. I am your host, Milo Beasley. And we're back here at the Milo Beasley Show studios where we were in the parks last week. But now we're back at the studios to discuss what happened this week in Disney history. We're going to start with September 13th. I think that's where we left off. And, you know, the 13th sometimes lands on a Friday. So a special, spooky Friday the 13th edition of, I guess, today, September 13th, 1996. Elvira, Mistress of the Dark, heads out to Disney's MGM Studios for a special Friday the 13th event. Parks open all night, rides are open all night, spooky music is played. Woo! I'm going to stop doing that now. I met Elvira actually at Spooky Empire, speaking of spooky, here in Orlando, and she is amazing. We won't talk about the Funko Pop thing, though. That's also September 13th, Friday the 13th. I'm not going to do the thing again. 2013, Disney's Hollywood Studios host Unleash the Villains event, and that was actually my wife, not at the time, my future wife actually held a spot for me so I could meet Oogie Boogie, so I could be first in line. So that's pretty much what it takes to win my heart. Also on this day, September 13th, 2019, I'll tell you where I was. I was in Disneyland Paris for a special AP event to where I actually met Yzma for the very first time. He's my dream girl. Moving on to September 14th. September 14th, 1964, Walt Disney receives the Medal of Freedom from President Lyndon B. Johnson. This was before they actually just handed it out to anybody. So congratulations, Walt. September 14th, 1980, the Mickey Mouse Revue has its last day. The animatronic show has its last day at Magic Kingdom in Orlando. The ride would then be like just the entire thing just picked up and shipped off to Tokyo. I want to be shipped off to Tokyo. That'd be really cool right about now. Also, September 14th, 1985, the Golden Girls debuts on television. Yay! Really big Golden Girls fans in this household. So we'll take you on some Golden Girls trivia. So bring it on. Oh, I saw a thing on the other day. Somebody posted something about the Disney Plus actually posted about the Golden Girls, to which people were like, hey, are the Golden Girls Disney princesses? No, they're absolute queens. And don't you forget it. September 15th, 1928, the very first recording session of Steamboat Willie. It goes horribly, horribly wrong. Not unlike a weekly episode of This Week in Disney History. So, hey, look where they are now. And, you know. September 15th, 1996, the Universe of Energy. We talked about the Universe of Energy closing, last year. But 1996, the Universe of Energy reopens, this time featuring Ellen DeGeneres and Bill Nye the Science Guy and Stupid Judy. September 16th, 2006, Handy Manny debuts on Disney Channel's Playhouse Disney. I love me some Handy Manny. It's voiced by Wilder Valderrama. I don't know if you know this from that 70s show and Party Monster. If you don't know Party Monster, it's good for you. Yay! Congratulations, you're not corrupt. September 17th, 1932, Mickey Mouse cartoon titled Whoopee Party debuts. I just wanted to say Whoopee Party. September 18th, 1928. We're staying back there in the 1920s and 30s. 1928, a huge day in Disney history as Walt Disney's Mickey Mouse trademark is granted to Walt Disney. Yes. So So yes, which again brings us to that 100-year trademark. So in just 8 years, we're going to find out what exactly happens to the Mickey Mouse trademark. I'm going to buy it. September, what are we on? 18th? No, yeah, that's right. I said 18th, 1928. So September 18th, 1987. Guys, this is a lot to remember, and try to do it in one take. So far, so good, right? 1987, Ducktales, the very first episode of Ducktales premieres on the Disney Channel. Love Ducktales, right? How can you not? We talked about Disney Afternoon last week, and now we're talking about Ducktales this week. So last day this week. This week is just flying by, right? I mean, it does when you talk about an entire week in 7 minutes. September 19th, 2003, my very first pin event at the Epcot Center, the Journey Through Time pin event. There's been pin trading going on for several years before. That started with like right before the turn of the century, the 2000 celebration. It started in 1999. Disney started really putting emphasis on pins. Every year they had a pin event at Epcot, and 2003 was my very first one. How many pins do I have since then? We really don't need to talk about that. And I'm really bummed because like this year there was supposed to be a pin event. It was supposed to be the 30th celebration, 20th. Take two. The 20th celebration of pin trading, but then it was going to be virtual, and we haven't heard anything about that. So Disney merchandise, like where are we at with that virtual pin event? And then September 19th, last but not least, 2010, the debut of Duffy. That's right, the debut of Duffy the bear at the Disney parks. Super excited. Duffy is one of my favorite characters. I know a lot of people actually don't like him, but how could you not? Like, he's just so cuddly and soft, and he gives the best hugs. So I think that is it for this week. Like I said, it kind of flew by, but that's what happens when you can travel through time. In our Wayback Machine, not because of this shirt. So thank you for watching This Week in Disney History. Please, again, I ask you to subscribe, follow, like, share, do all those things to help me, get all the followers and stuff. Because I think this is pretty fun, and I hope you think it's pretty fun. So until then, I guess we'll catch you next week for This Week in Disney History.